Hello everyone, this is Angie at ChicnScratch, and today is Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026. If you're watching this live, let me know if you can hear me. Okay, I'm just waiting for that first thumbs up. Okay, there's Erica and Elizabeth. Can you guys hear me okay? I was about to get worried. Oh, look, my glasses are in the camera. All my stuff, all my junk is showing. There's Pat and Terry, Linda, Kathy. Okay, perfect. You guys can hear me. Let me post the link to our live prizes real quick. How are y'all doing? Oh, wait. Y'all like it better when I just give just the link. There we go. I am feeling okay. Yeah. At the very, very, very end of the video, what am I doing? I'm going to go pin that link. So if you're watching this on YouTube, the link to the prizes is going to be at the top. There we go. Now it's done. Hi, Jamie. Okay, so let's go over the prizes tonight. Ooh, Cindy says it's snowy. It's snowing in Maine. Y'all can keep the snow, please. In fact, it makes me depressed, to be honest. Yeah. Especially with everything that's going on right now. Okay, so I'm giving away 4 prizes tonight because I'm not making a project. I'm so sorry. I cannot do it. And at the very end of my video, I will explain. I'm not going to do it in the beginning because I have to be able to do this video. Okay, so I've numbered these prizes. So as you're viewing them, if you enter to win, be thinking about which one you would choose. Okay, so option A is going to be this Good Things Come in Small Packages Paper Pumpkin Kit. Now it is missing the stamp set, and it is missing the ribbon, and it's also missing the ink. So all it is the goods. Those of you that have been stamping forever like me, you can use any stamp set in your possession. You can use any color of ink, and you can use any ribbon. Okay, so it is just this pack. But look at here. Here's a really thin tear and tape. I could have just sliced this open and kept that. But anyway, okay, so that's option A. Option B is this ribbon share pack. Yeah, this was from the mini catalog 2025. That's B. C is a chick stand. D is these party dots. E is a Wink of Stella. And F is this fabric tray. This is Lori Holt fabric. I love all of her fabric. Okay, so there's the prizes. We'll do this after I share the swap cards and the cards I've received in the mail from my followers. I never know what to call y'all. Okay, let me look and see if there's any comments real quick. For some reason, the comments are not flowing. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Hey, Cliffy, how you doing? Yeah, how are you doing? Oh, I forgot to send you an invoice, didn't I? Grr, I just now remembered. Hey, Katie. Hi, Debbie, Terry. Okay, no big questions here. So, hi, Ramona. Okay, so what I'm sharing tonight is just a few cards. Well, the only cards I've received in the last month. 90% of them, I believe, are my team swap cards. So thanks to all my downline that send these cards to me. They all participate in the swap. I do not. Well, I can't even stamp for myself right now, so let alone making swap cards, right? Any questions before I start showing these real quick? Fans? Yes. Mary says, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Yes, I would appreciate that. Okay, so the first card, and most of these are Valentine cards. So because these were for last month. You know, before I show these, let me remind you guys of something. The new product of the month is now available. And I shared this with you guys last week, that this is the product, which is so cute, right? I actually am going to place an order tomorrow. So I will be ordering this set. I have not ordered a lot of stuff since I can't stamp very much, but I will be ordering this one. I think this one is a keeper. And I like the greetings in it too. A little note of thanks, happiest birthday wishes. We are going to talk about the new ink pads after I share these cards. So stick around if you guys want to talk about stuff. I've got like a whole list of things that we're going to talk about. Okay. So the first swap card, this one is from Anne, I believe. Yes, this is Anne. Downline. This is a downline swap. Isn't your card beautiful? Yeah. Okay. So thank you for sending that to me, Anne. I always love these bees. Who's this card from? This one is from Terry. Terry, I haven't talked to you in forever and ever. If you're watching this, we need to talk. I'm so sorry that I haven't had a chance to talk to you. But thank you for the card. As soon as I'm done with the swap cards, we'll talk about the ink pads, okay? The next card is from Tracy, also a downline. I never even got to use this bundle. I'm kind of hoping it carries over to the next catalog, right? Next catalog. Oof, let's don't even go there. My next one is from Jamie. I've made a card very similar to this. I like how this angle cut is. Thanks, Jamie. I think I have 2 cards from you. This one's from Kathy. Kathy runs our mystery stamping events. Yeah. I think this card's Vicky's. Nope, this card is not Vicky's. This one's Kathy's. Let me move this over. I should hold these up a little bit more. Yeah, okay. This one's from Vicky, I believe. Yes, this one's from Vicky. Look at this. This is so cute. If I could use a punch right now, I'd make another card using the lamb, but I cannot. So, yeah, that thing did me in. Okay, let me put this back in here. Now, Pat, I think you're here tonight. I just received this card. So, Pat, if you're still here, you had the numbers transposed on my street address. So the fact that it actually got here is a miracle. It got here several months late. I literally just got it like 2 weeks ago. So reach out to me and I'll give you my correct house number. Okay? I don't want to put it here on YouTube. You never know who's watching. This one is from another Jamie on my team. And it opens up like this. Yeah, it's a miracle that that card arrived, right? Okay. This one is from, let's see. Oh, this is from Pam. Pam, thank you very much. Yeah, the inside of her card is really pretty too. Okay. I think I got a couple more. And then we're going to chit-chat for a little bit. This one is from Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. I love your coloring on this. I love using our note cards also. And the last card, who's this from? This is from Mary. I haven't even used this bundle yet either. I'm going to. Okay, so here's all the cards. Somebody had, well, I always get people that ask me, what do I do with my cards? I actually reuse them. And if somebody signs the inside, I think, did somebody signed them. Sometimes what I'll do, so let's take, for example, this card that Jamie sent me. I love this card. If I needed a get well soon card and I didn't have one, what I would do is whack this off right there on that seam right there. And then I would probably trim it down and then glue this right on top of another card. I have seriously done that. Even like birthday cards, if somebody sends me a really pretty birthday card and I need it, I will cut off. I know somebody signed their card in here. Maybe. Well, Pat signed hers. So all you have to do is just cut, and place it right on another piece of cardstock, right? Yeah. So I don't throw them away. Yeah, I don't throw them away. In fact, my husband's like, you need to start sharing them with people because you don't want to know how many containers of cards I have. Yes, I need to start sending more cards to people. Okay, so let me show you who. Let's do the Chick candy thing. So last week's Chick candy was these 5 ink pads, right? They're behind me. So our winner, I forgot to, oh goodness gracious. Okay, give me a minute. I think this is, yes. So this is our winner, okay? I don't know who you are. Smiley J53. Random comment picker chooses the winner. So everybody that left a comment on this video, on last week's video, it chooses someone for me. So I don't have to go and do all that myself. So I need to hear from you. Need your address so I can ship this to you. And where's the form? Here it is. Okay. Let me get this one off here. Okay. Here's my form, or you can email me. So that's last week's winner. So let me show you this week's Chick candy. Let me take that off. And take that one off. And then the winner. Now this week's, this is an older product, okay? I'm just kind of going through stuff and giving it away, right? So, botanical prints. And here is the stamp set, okay? And then here's the dies. So, it's both. It's got the ribbon. It's got all of this paper. And it has these cutouts, okay? It's a beautiful bundle. And then it's got these butterflies, okay? So to enter to win, all you got to do is leave a comment on this video, and I will announce the winner next Tuesday, okay? Next week is my birthday week. Dave and I like to say it's our birthday month because both of us have birthdays this month. Okay, so I'm just looking at comments now. So I have shared the YouTube Chick Candy. So that's what's on the screen right now. I gave you the link to the live prizes. I've showed you the product of the month. So now we're going to talk about the new ink pads because some of you guys talked about it last week. And well, let me get this image off the thing. I don't have a picture of the new ink pad because you guys can't even get it yet. So some people are kind of putting the cart before the horse. They are coming out. There's lots of information that will be made available when they are available. The new magnetic ink pad. So for those of you that have not heard the news, because some of you guys are my customers and have not heard the news yet, Stampin' Up! Is changing our ink pads. And let me tell you, I am so thankful. I am so incredibly thankful for 2 reasons. Let me grab an ink pad. Let me grab one that I struggle with. Okay, so these ink pads, number one, They have been very difficult to open. Now, this is a used one, so it's not too difficult to open. But when you, well, no, it's kind of difficult to slide. So for those of us that have spine, hand, those of us that have issues, it's very difficult. Yeah, there is a Stampin' Up! Video, but they told us yesterday that it was for demonstrators only and not for customers. Or that was the last news that I heard, was that it was only for demonstrators, the video. But so two things. Number one, it's magnetic. So it just opens up like this, like a sandwich, just opens right up. It's two pieces. It's magnetic. It's super easy to open. No more sliding this thing back and having a really difficult time. It's two pieces. It looks very similar. It's a little bit longer. So it's going to open up like this, but it's going to be magnetized, and it is going to store the ink upside down just like this did, okay? The other thing is that it's going to be a felt pad. So this, if you have the Memento ink pad, this is felt, right? If you used to be a customer like 20 years ago, our ink pads used to be felt. And guess what? Felt ink pads ink up so much easier. So for example, when you get a fresh new ink pad now, they are fairly well inked. And they stamp fairly well, right? When it comes time to re-ink these things, sometimes I have to just throw the thing in the garbage and buy a new one. So maybe, let me show you one. I think maybe pumpkin pie is one of those. Oh, yeah. Pumpkin pie has literally been impossible for me to re-ink. Now, I could have taken this and put it underwater and removed all the existing ink and started all over again. Okay, that's a lot of work for me. Time is money. So I've just basically ordered a new ink pad. And this is one of them on my list that I was like, okay, it's time for me to order a new ink pad, because re-inking this thing, Real Red is another color that I've really struggled with. Cherry Cobbler, Real Red, Pumpkin Pie, Old Olive. I have just really struggled. So I am so happy to be going back to felt ink pads. Thank you, Lord. Yes. Am I going to like the magnetic? Probably so. Why would I not? Because these have been really difficult to open, and I know a lot of us older people have struggled. When it comes to the ink, I think you can do whatever you want to do. If you want to use the old ink on the new ink pad, there's no police that's going to come and tell you you can't do it. Will the color be a little bit different? Probably so. Hey, Tracy. So Tracy says she's reordered Real Red a bunch. See? Mossy Meadow. Amen. Mossy Meadow is also another one that has been extremely difficult. A lot of the darker colors, when it came time to like re-ink in Pool Party or Coastal Cabana, I heard that the re-inkers are not compatible. Correct. Because our ink now to re-ink the foam is thicker, right? So think about the pad, how it needs to be re-inked. A felt pad, can't get this open because I don't even know why. Maybe my arms, my hands. It holds a little bit more ink, and it also lasts longer. So a felt pad holds more ink and lasts longer, right? Yeah. But here's the thing. If you buy the new Real Red ink pad and you want to use your old Real Red ink, try it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have some people that used our new ink pads with our new ink refills with our old pads. So maybe try one ink pad to see what you think. How do I keep my hands so youthful? I don't feel like they are though. Like if you go back and look at 2008, 2007 when I started on YouTube, oh my gosh, my hands look so young. But I will tell you something. Who said that? Whoever said that? I put lotion on my hands probably 30 times a day. I have sensory issues. And so if my hands get dry, I even probably put lotion on my hands twice when I go to bed. I can't stand dry hands. If I wash my hands at all, well, every time I wash my hands, I immediately put lotion on them. So I guess moisture is the answer, right? Not that y'all wanted to talk about my hands, but that question was asked, so I'm going to answer. Sue says, I've been using Stampin' Up! For about 7 years, bought new stamp pads, and just started ordering ink refills. Don't throw them away. And you guys, like if you already have, for example, Real Red, and it works for you, you don't have to buy the new ones. Some people are really upset about the change, and then some of us that I'm so excited. To be honest, like I can't tell you how many ink pads I have thrown away because the re-inker just will not work. I just can't get it to work. Maybe it's my house. I don't know. So I'm excited. But the only ones, let me tell you the colors. The new in colors are going to be Barely Blush, Golden Glow. Can't read my own writing, but I think it says Peaceful Pines. Crisp Cantaloupe. That one's returning. That one was a color we had in the past. And then Hydrangea Hue. Okay? Those are the 5 new in colors. Those are the only new magnetic ink pads we are going to have until next year when they have a color refresh. So there's only 5 ink pads that's coming with the new format, the new ink pad. Okay? So you guys have got a whole year to decide whether or not you want to go with the new ones. Yeah, there are so many people that's going to be so excited about the new ink pads because I think a lot of us really struggle with our hands. In fact, this little clippy on my head here, I can't hardly even, I struggle just opening that clippy. Yeah. Debbie says she still has her crisp cantaloupe. Good. Yay. I'm glad. Okay. So I've shared the magnetic ink pad information. We're going to do the live prizes now, and then I'm going to have one additional thing that I'm going to share at the very end of the video. Okay. Yeah, so some people are going to keep theirs. There's no reason why you have to replace them. If they work for you, if you like them, keep them. And then maybe only buy, it fits the storage, Peggy. I don't have one, so I can't tell you, but it just sticks out a little bit. So the ink pads will fit in your current storage. So if you have, where did I put? If you have this, it's just going to be a little bit longer. And I think, I don't know, it kind of looks like it might be a little narrower. I don't know. I can't even say that word. Anyway, I hope that Barely Blush is a pink and not another, what's that color? I hope it's not like another petal pink. You know what I mean? Because petal pink is not pink. That's Flirty Flamingo. Hold on. I can't even find it. There we go. Yes, they are the old Close to My Heart, or they are the Close to My Heart ink pads. Yes. Stampin' Up! Was able to get. Yeah, this is petal pink, and it's not pink. It's not pink. It's not pink at all. It shouldn't even say pink. It should just say petal, right? I kind of hope that color goes away, to be honest. Yeah, and I hope it's not. And I hope it's not like Blushing Bride either. I hope it's pink. I love pink. We do have bubble bath, which is like a purpley pink, and we do have flirty flamingo. We do have some pinks, but I'm just saying you can never have enough pinks, right? Never. Um, Another thing that I wanted to share with y'all is on my website, I've started once a week. So I'm not going crazy, but once a week I'm sharing my things that I've purchased from Amazon. Okay. Um, I can't stamp a lot right now, and so I'm just trying to find things to share with y'all and stuff to talk about. So these are my actual purchases that I've done. So if y'all just finished season 4 of Bridgerton, you're probably like me and you're kind of craving for more, because I feel like the last 4 episodes, they really, I mean, people, please give us longer episodes or something. 8 episodes is not enough, right? Hey, Becky, I miss you. But let me tell you something about these books. I was going to read this. Well, I'll be 61 next Tuesday. These 61-year-old eyes cannot read this. So, not only did I buy these books on Amazon, but I bought myself a really nice magnifier. And it sits on top of here just like that. It does have a light. Yeah, so it has 3 different colors. So whatever floats your boat. So, anywho, I'm going to read about Benedict because I just did not get enough of his story. So, magnifier. For my sourdough journey, I ordered smaller. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Weck or wick? Weck? Wick? I ordered shorties because now I'm using the taller one in the fridge for my discard crackers. And now I'm just using the shorty on the kitchen counter. I had to order this to make the crackers. I had to order this. This sprinkles the flour so much better than me doing this. So in the beginning, I was taking my fingers and doing this to sprinkle the 2 different flours, the rice flour and can't pronounce the other one. And this is to cut the crackers. Isn't that cute? And then the last one is, I froze some of my starter just in case something gets really crazy. So I've got 4 blocks already frozen. And I've got to feed my starter today, so I'm probably going to freeze. I get 2, for my discard, I get two of them filled. Not all the way to the top, but partial. Okay, hopefully this part didn't scare y'all off, but I did post the links in the description. So once a week on my blog, I did it today. I just shared this week's Laura says she read all the books. I know that once I read all the books, I'm going to be like, oh, the TV series was not that great. But I when I was watching it, I was so happy. It was such a nice escape from reality, right? A pastry wheel. That's what that's called. Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the prizes. And did anybody have any questions? So Linda says, buy a Kindle and you can adjust the font. You know what? I have an iPad and I have an iPad mini, and I am really struggling with, well, we'll talk about this. Getting older stuff is just awful. Yeah. Oh, Positively Pink. That was one of my favorite colors. Yeah, I loved Positively Pink. Okay, so let's do the drawing. And then at the very end, I have just one more piece of information to share with y'all. Can somebody tell me how many people do we have live right now? For whatever reason on my platform, I cannot see that information. Okay, so I'm going to go turn off the form. So we've got A, if your name is chosen, Sherilyn says it beats dying young. That's true. your vision goes, everything goes, right? But at least you're alive. Okay. A, B is ribbon. Hopefully you guys can see that. So A, B. Let me put B on the bottom here. Well, no, you got to be able to see what it is. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay. Give me about a minute. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm going to be here. You're going to see me, but I got to go. I got to get all the entries, right? Yeah. So, and I'll tell you how many people have entered to win. We have 124 that have entered today. Huh. That's interesting. I expected more. Some of y'all did not enter to win. Okay. I'm going to download these entries. And today's date is 3/3/3/3. Okay. And now I just got to copy everybody's name into the wheel of names and we can get going. Ugh, let me close these ads. They drive me crazy. Uh-oh. Well, come back here. I did not copy the whole column. There we go. Okay. Now let me share my screen. Oh, you know what? Do I have Post-it notes? Okay. Oh, I better turn the volume up so y'all can hear it. Screen share. Okay, here we go. Congrats, Marianne. Okay, I have started the timer. Which item would you like? So you have 3 minutes to reply. And I'm sorry if you reply in 15 minutes or if you reply tomorrow, you have to be present to win. So last week, we kind of had some issues, but you have to be present, okay? So Marianne, my handwriting's just awful, sorry. So congrats, Marianne. Your choices are A, B, C, D, E, or F. This is a wink of Stella. Yeah, Marianne Holland. And the timer has been set. You want the wink of Stella. Perfect. I love it when you guys are here and you respond very quickly. That's awesome. Okay, I'll need your address. I'll post the link in just a minute. So I'm going to restart that timer real quick and we're going to draw the next person. So let me share my screen. Okay, I'm going to remove her name and then draw a new one. Congrats, Colleen. Okay, so Colleen, which item would you like? You have A, B, C, D, or F. I'm glad you're excited. So we need to hear from Colleen now. And I'm going to put this over here. Let's see. Actually, no, I'm going to put it right here. So for people that win. Okay, have we heard from Colleen yet? Uh-oh. Timer. Mine's terrible. I try to make it better, but then I get in a hurry. Okay, so Colleen, she wants the basket. Oh, I didn't even see it. Well, I'm going to trust y'all. Wonder why it's not showing up. Oh, there you are. I see it now. Okay, I'm actually going to clip this on. I hope you love your fabric tray. I really didn't want to give it because I love the Lori Holt fabric. Okay, so next we're going to share the screen again. And we got 2 more winners. Oh, I got to share my screen. Whew. Okay, I'm going to remove her name. Congrats, Kathy Morgan. Which item would you like? So we have A, B, C, D. A, B, wow, A, B, C, D. Kathy Morgan, you are the 3rd winner. Yeah, this just came out of my, this clearly went to a planner, right? Kathy Morgan, you are our 3rd winner. And the timer is set, so we're just waiting to hear from Kathy. Hopefully it's okay that I didn't make a project tonight. Yeah, I just couldn't. Okay, Kathy Morgan. That's okay that you're late, but we're almost done. Yeah. So do we have, is Kathy Morgan here? We got about another minute. And yeah, I don't know where it came from. I just put all my Post-it notes in that drawer behind me. Yes, right now I will be at 5 o'clock every Tuesday. Yeah, so I've moved from 7 p.m. Central Time to 5 p.m. Central Time. Yeah. And hopefully I won't have to make any more changes. I might have to. So we'll see. Okay, so Kathy, your time is actually up. I don't think you're here. Has anybody seen Kathy Morgan's comment? Is she here? I don't see it. So, and one of the things that I have the ability to do is actually I can go back, like later when the video is ended, and I can see all the comments. Sometimes they're a little wonky. Debbie, I'm glad you like 5 p.m. Okay, so we're going to redraw. So sorry. Hey, Smiley J53, did you see that you won earlier? You won last week's prize. I hope you saw that. Okay, so we're going to share the screen again, and we're going to draw another name, okay? Here we go. Okay. Congrats, Bridget. Which item would you like? Wait, what did I just do? I just did the wrong thing. Okay. So Bridget Douglas, you are our next winner. I've set the timer, so you got 3 minutes. So Bridget, A, B, C, or D. And the B is 2 yards of each of these ribbons. Just in case you want to know. You want B. Yay! Awesome. Okay, you got it. Okay, we got one more winner. Because I said 4 tonight, right? Yes. Okay, so let's do this. Share the screen again. I'm going to remove her name. And here we go. Congrats, Erica. I know you're here because I saw you commenting earlier. You're usually the first one in the room, right? Okay, so let me take this off of here. And Erica, which item would you like? A, C, or D? I should just take this off here, right? So Erica is our next winner. You want A. You got it. Okay, so that wraps up the prizes. These will go back in the kitty for next week. Yeah, so every week we do this. One final, well, first let me say this. For those of you that won, I need your address, okay? And then, hey, Stephanie. So I'm going to touch on this just for like 5 seconds, and then I'm going to sign off, okay? We found out yesterday that, yeah, Rhonda, there is a delay, but it kind of all evens out with the comments, the way they come across on the platform I'm using. There is a serious delay, but eventually it comes across at the right time for me, just not for y'all, because everybody's internet's a little bit different. Okay. Yeah. Back to what I was about to share is we found out yesterday that David probably has cancer again. So for my prayer warriors, I'm asking for your prayers. We were literally up all night last night, and I'm just asking for your prayers, and that's why I'm sharing. So that's all the news I can share right now. We're just praying for a miracle and that it's nothing. But it's been less than a year ago that he had cancer, and it's not looking very good. So please pray for him. Yes, and I'm going to sign off now because it's hard to talk about. But I love you guys, and just pray real hard, and we appreciate it. Okay? I'll see you next week, God willing, right? Have a good night.